Welcome to the QT Gossip Podcast, where we flip the script on gossip, turning negativity into positivity. Join us as we redefine the conversation, focusing on the good, the inspiring, and the uplifting stories that shape our world. It's time to change minds, one positive gossip at a time. Let's dive into the stories that make us smile, inspire change, and celebrate the best in people. This is QT Gossip, where good news is the headline of every episode. Now, it's time for Tea Time with the Queens.
Welcome everyone to Queens Talk Gossip. I'm assuming everyone can hear me. I'm hoping. All right. Welcome, and Sensei J has coined out. All right. It's all good. Welcome. Let me just, okay. Welcome to QT Gossip Podcast, where we flip the switch on negative gossip, turning it into positivity. And this week we have a very special week. This week is a recap of season 1. This is our season 2, episode 1 episode. So I'm very, very excited about that. As you can see, we are missing a couple of people here. Captain is currently doing some health things, and Miss Diva is doing her real life business that she is taking care of right now. So it's just going to be me and Sensei today. So it's going to be awesome to be able to recap all the awesome people that were on the show recently. So without further ado, I would like to talk about the very first guest that we had on the show, which was Relaxing Cloud. And Relaxing Cloud basically did his little world called, I believe it was Midnight. It was a recreation of a, my brain is so fried. I am so sorry, y'all. It is a recreation of VR chat world that he got permission to be able to recreate. So that was very cool of him to be able to do that. As you can see in some of the videos that we have posted on YouTube in the channel, that it was a very beautiful recreation. He right now is currently working on amazing other worlds as well. So that's really, really cool. Well, welcome back.
Sorry, my headset froze just as we started.
That is crazy.
Complete lock. Sorry about that.
No,
I'm so glad to be here. Thank you.
Of course. We're just talking about the guests that we had recently throughout all of season 1. And we were just talking about how Relaxin was our very first guest, and how he did a special world, which was a recreation of VR chat.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was a very, very pretty world, especially if you're in the mood to just be able to sit down, relax, and talk with some friends. Definitely go check out that world. You can also see that video on YouTube as well. Our second guest that we had after Relaxing was Miss Diener. She had 2 different worlds that she wanted to promote, which was the Bohemian Rhapsody world and her new world. It is. She plays so much good music in there. It's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure. But her other world was the oh, hello. My hearts are there you go. We got Miss Unique Foxtail right over there. Thank you so much for showing up. We love you very much. And thank you all to the ones who are live streaming with us today. We are very happy to have you watching. But yeah, so she promoted her her Bohemian Rhapsody world, which was basically a hangout world and where you can listen to music 24/7. So that's pretty cool. But she also promoted her new podcast world, which is the Sunny Side Up podcast, which is a podcast that's being hosted every Saturday at 11 a.m. It's a 30-minute podcast, but it's an invite only. But I was actually there for their grand opening last Saturday.
Awesome.
And they talked about some really awesome things over there, especially with how Horizons nowadays is coming to a point where you're connecting really close with your friends. Although you come in here and it's VR, you don't feel like you're in VR sometimes because you may be on the opposite end of the world, but yeah, I feel like you're here with me type of
Yep,
conversation. And it's
exactly.
really really neat how they talked about that and how they explained how they felt about meeting friends and becoming closer to where they're actually all going to meet up and actually, have some fun in real life. So that's really cool that they have the ability to do that for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And Diener is a great person in terms of telling people all about Horizon World. She's always out there
Mhm.
marketing the platform, and uplifting the platform and spreading the word to all kinds of people who have never had the experience and getting them to come in and actually be a part of our community. So she's wonderful, wonderful.
Oh yes, 100%. I adore her to death. And our awesome guest that we had after her was actually you, Mr.
Yes,
Sensei J. We
that's
had
right.
an awesome time with you to being able to talk about your world that you want to promote, which I think that one was the one that stuck most for me was because the world that you wanted to promote was actually built in regards to your friend.
That's
Do you
right.
want to tell us a little bit about that?
That was the family park world, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's right. And during that show, I explained that I had a friend here in Horizon Worlds. I've never met him in real life, of course, but he is a dear friend of mine here in Horizon Worlds. And he has cerebral palsy, which is a neuromuscular disease, and he has trouble, just doing anything. And so one day we were talking, and I said, "Gosh, what in real life have you never been able to do that you've always wanted to be able to do?" And he said, "I would love to play or throw the football back and forth with my son. I just think that would be the most fun thing to do is to throw a football in a park back and forth with my son, just to have that experience." So I built that world and used him as my main tester to be able to throw a football back and forth. And he and I have thrown football back and forth in that world for hours.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just been the thrill of my life to be able to do that with him. So,
Yes, and that
yeah.
is that type of story is definitely something that we all can connect here because we had a couple of other special guests for the show that had the same experience where they in real life don't have the ability to do certain things, but when they come on here, they have the ability to run, jump, parkour per se, have the ability to, have fun and to be normal, or what you would call normal nowadays, but
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
um, and to be able to grow into the person that you want to be and get away from the real world is something that's really unique that Horizons has.
Yep.
Um, to be able to connect with people around the world, to be able to um, just be able to feel like yourself even though you're not your actual self here in real life. So it's kind of fun to be able to get away and just get away from the real world as you would
Yeah.
call it.
As it were. It's great. It's great.
Hmm. But after that, we had some awesome other guests, like Jim Puddin. Jim Puddin actually talked about I can never say his world correctly. It's the Puddin's peculiosity. I can never say that word.
Puddin's peculiarities.
Yeah, I cannot say that word. I can't do it. I am just not, I'm a hick. I can't say those words. It's
That's
too hard for me.
hysterical.
You should have seen me try to actually say it in the video, his promotional video that I had to do for
Oh
him.
no.
I
Should have had
couldn't.
him come in and do that.
I had to have Captain come in and help me because
Oh,
I
that's
couldn't
great.
say it. So me and Captain were having fun in the world. I'm like, Captain, I'm so sorry, but I know I need you. I
That
I
is
need you
hysterical.
right now. And yeah, I'm over here trying to record and I could not say it and he's just making fun of me in the background. Like, you know what, you do it then. And it's kind of funny because the first time we filmed it, he couldn't do it either. I got him
Oh
nervous and he
no.
messed it up too. So
Oh no,
it
that's hysterical.
it was
Oh
it
my gosh,
was I
that's so
was dying
funny.
laughing. Yeah, it was so funny.
But
Um
Puddin, Jim Puddin is a great builder in
oh
Horizon Worlds.
yes.
Just a spectacular builder. He really is.
Mhm.
So,
If you guys haven't seen his most recent world, I think it's called Oceans. I think that's what it's called, but it's basically a world where you go in and you're on the ocean. You're literally on the beach and you can go into the ocean. You can swim literally in the ocean with fish
Yep.
and sharks and corals, but the water of the ocean looks so real. Like, I don't know how he makes it move like the actual ocean, but it
Yeah.
looks amazing. Like, I don't
I
know
almost
how he
get
does it.
seasick in there. It's so
I know,
real.
me
Oh,
too. Me
it's
too.
crazy. Yeah.
And how he has it where you can rain, like it rains in there,
Yeah.
and it when you're watching the ocean and you see it rain, you see it bounce off the ocean like little
Yeah.
droplets, like it would
Yep.
normally
It's
do it.
really cool. It's
It's
really cool.
pretty awesome how he does
Yep.
it, and
Yeah.
movable flags that look real. It's just
Yeah.
his
He is a
scripting
real
game.
sharp guy. Real
Yes.
sharp.
I actually had him help me build I was building a world for Captain's birthday, and I actually asked if he could help me with some things in there because I'm not much of a builder, like everyone
Mm.
knows. But I'm definitely not a scripter. Um, and for his birthday, I created a new bingo hall. It's
Oh, cool.
called Bingo at Davy Jones Locker, and
Yes. Yes.
it's
Yes.
literally everything is underwater. Not everything, but most of it's underwater. You're swimming. I'm not going to say all of it, but like, because whenever he's ready to, post it, I want people to be surprised with it. But like, just him being able to come in and help me with certain things on there, to make it look more realistic, um, is astonishing that he would actually make the time for me to be able to do so. And not a lot of people, like me that can build, know that there's a lot of people out there that would be willing to help.
Yeah.
So Jim Puddin is a really great go-to person to
He is.
ask for
He
any
really is. Yeah.
questions,
He's fantastic.
scripting.
He's one of the good guys. You know.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
100%.
Yep.
Um, But yeah, so after that, we had another amazing guest, Daytona Vibes. Daytona Vibes actually talked about his MGM World, which is the space hub. And I recently, when I went over there, I was astonished with how that looked as well. One of my favorite things over there is that a lot of creators like to have, and I'm not sure you probably have this too, but they have their own trademark, right? My
Yep.
trademark is my crown. Um, I always have a crown when I sign birthday cards, or obviously in this world. Now, this one's not my specific crown, but my crown, my actual crown, is actually the one that's out front. So that's my
Yep.
trademark. And his trademark is a rocket ship. So in every single world that you see, you will see, even if it has nothing to do with a rocket ship, you will
Yep.
see a rocket ship.
That's
So
it.
one of my favorite things that I liked about that world was you had a space jump, and when you go to the space jump, you go up and you're literally just floating in the stars, and you see the Earth, and all you see after that is the rocket just coming right at you. And I'm like,
That's
okay,
great.
there it
That's
is.
pretty cool.
hmm He has some pretty awesome things in there. I spent a good while actually playing some games in there, which
Nice.
I'm surprised he kind of still has, because Horizons has gotten rid of a lot of games, so he must have like either like rebuilt them or saved them in some sort of way.
Sure.
But those games are so fun. So definitely, I would definitely recommend going to check that out for sure. Have you been there
Definitely.
before?
I have not. It's
Oh, I would definitely go check it out because it is a fun place to have fun in.
cool.
Um,
Good to know.
yes, for sure. And another one of our awesome guests that we had was King of Miami. King of Miami
Yeah.
had an amazing world that I recently just went to, because I'm trying to catch up on all the videos. I had some technical difficulties, so I couldn't actually film at one point. Um, but now that I have the ability to, film again, I'm going to catch up on my videos, right? So I actually recently went to his world that he had, and I believe it was for Nightlife RMB or
Oh,
RP, Nightlife RP, I think
yeah.
it was.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Um, and this I'm pretty sure it was. Let me double check because I could be wrong. I could be mixing them up. You know me, my brain
King
is
of
so
Miami is
fried.
really a great builder again. Also, fantastic, unbelievably talented with his scripting and building ability. Has a great style, and he also is
I
just a
was right. Okay.
brilliant programmer. Absolutely brilliant.
I was right. Yes. Okay. So, um, But yes, King of Miami. I don't think he helped with the scripting in this world. But when you walk into this world, it's literally you trying to get. I think he calls it night bucks or nightlife
Hmm.
bucks.
Okay.
And you're basically just earning up all the money that you can get. And at one point, I was door dashing McDonald's, and it yelled at me because I forgot the Diet Dr. Kelp. Does anyone know where the Diet Dr. Kelp comes from? I'm sure everyone does. That's right. I know Bronina would. That's right. Diet Dr. Kelp is from SpongeBob. So I died laughing when I saw that. And I added a
That's
cute
great.
little in his video, I added something special for that scene. Um
That's funny.
for the Diet Dr. Kelp yelling at me for it. But hey, um at one point I was also getting like blown up by a helicopter, so that's kind of fun too. You never know what's gonna happen in there.
I hate when that happens.
Right, me too.
Yeah,
Especially when you
yeah,
just want to earn the money. Like
yeah,
it's kind of wild.
yeah.
But
It happens. What can we
it
say?
it does. It does. Um, Another guest right after King of Miami was actually Jen Smash.
Mm,
Jen Smash has her own little company in here,
yep.
and she wanted to promote that company. And it's actually a class. It's an entrepreneurship class, which I thought was very interesting because you see a lot of people nowadays in Horizons creating businesses,
Hmm.
just like Diva the Queen. She has her own business. I have my promotional business. um Even Bronina, he has his own little promotional business he's starting up, and we all are super super excited for it. um but she basically has her own little entrepreneurship company in there where people can actually become real LLCs, which I think is really awesome. But a really cool thing that we talked about with her was the fact that she is a double amputee and how
Hmm.
she comes to Horizons to teach people about, like, teach other people about what it is to be an amputee and what it is to
Yep.
um, work with them and talk with them and how to
Yeah.
handle certain things. And her being able to create another world, that she is going to use that world for lessons or for knowledge for people, I think is amazing because we hear, you never know who or what that person is going through in real life,
Yep.
right?
That's right.
You never know, and we can only determine it based on our avatars. We are a full body avatar, right? You never know what's going on. Um, so to be able to come in here and to communicate with people and to um, teach them is very amazing, especially with newer people that are about to be coming in. So it's an amazing process that she's starting to build. So I think that
Hmm.
she has a lot going on for her, and I'm super super excited for her for
Yeah.
sure.
And she's a very sharp business lady, so I'm sure
She
she's going
is.
to go very far.
Oh,
She'll be very
100%.
successful. Yeah.
She will be super successful, which I'm super super happy for her for.
Yeah.
Another guest that we had on here was Matlow 3D. Matlow 3D is another amazing builder,
Yep.
another amazing scripter, and
Absolutely.
also someone to definitely reach out to if you also have any questions, comments, concerns about a world that you want to build or anything like that. He is so more than willing to be able to help. Actually, Miss Diva, Matlow have been partnered up recently to work on a couple things, and I think one of them was the Make a Wish Foundation.
Yeah.
So
It's amazing.
them being able to do the Make a Wish Foundation is it's just amazing. I
It
mean,
is.
I never knew that
Absolutely.
you could bring that type of atmosphere and that type of, I wouldn't say equipment, but I can't think of the word, but that type of
Yeah. That kind of
business.
enthusiasm
And
to the whole
yeah,
thing. Oh my gosh. Great stuff. Great
yes,
stuff.
it's definitely something to be proud of, especially for
Hmm.
them. Um,
Absolutely.
yeah, so it's it's fun to watch people come in here and to be able to talk to all these amazing scripters and builders to see what they're all doing. To be able to, and some of them, and I'm not gonna lie, some of them I didn't even know. Actually, most of these people I didn't really know because I'm a hermit. I don't really get on much, I I typically the only people who I know are literally the people who like I film with, and that's rare because
Mm-hmm.
there's so much going on. So I didn't really know many people that we actually had on the show, and I am so happy that we have them because being able to connect with them and being able to grow the knowledge of those people and see what they're see what they're making, see what they're putting together is amazing.
Yeah.
That's what Horizons
Yeah.
is for.
That's exactly what it's all about.
To be able
Connect.
to connect,
Yep.
basically.
Exactly.
hmm Well, that was our amazing list of the people that we had. I believe that was all of it. Let me double check. But I'm pretty sure that was the amazing list that we had of all of our special guests that we had coming up. But don't fret, we have so many more people that are coming next season. We have one, two,
Very
three, four,
exciting.
five,
Very
six. We have
exciting.
over 15 people.
Yeah.
And I am so excited because these people that are going to be coming up are just as best as the first,
Yeah.
and
I
to be
uh
able
I got a
to
little sneak peek at the
connect.
list. Oh my gosh. I am
I
so
know.
excited to
I
be
am so
involved in that.
excited. I cannot wait to be able to just listen to their stories and go to the worlds that they've chosen to, make their world gossip. Like
Yep.
I am super excited.
It's so cool. Can't wait.
hmm
Can't wait.
I am so excited. Yay.
Give that some applause for sure.
Heck yeah. It's going to be a very wild season 2 for sure. It's
It's gonna be awesome. Awesome.
going to be busy, it's going to be fun, it's going to be awesome. But with that also being said, there's going to be some changes. Obviously this world is gorgeous and beautiful, but we're going to change it up a bit because we just don't have queens anymore. We have a new king here, so we're going to make it king friendly.
King
And
friendly. I'm all
yes,
right. Been
and
hanging with
we're
the queens. That's
also
okay.
heck yeah. We're also going to be adding a new king to the crew every so often. Mr. Bronina himself is going to be on the stage with his own
Woo,
chair to be a part of the show. So I am
awesome.
super excited to be able to do that because I have my lovely bot up there that now has the ability, hopefully, if I can get it fully fixed today. I was having some slight technical issues with it, but I have the ability to record on it. So we're just testing it out for the waters today, so maybe even next week we can see what we can do with that, Bronina, because I would love to have you on here. Um, but yeah,
Amazing.
so
Amazing.
we're
So
gonna.
fun.
I'm pretty excited. We're gonna do some reconstruction, and basically make this more audience friendly, if you would so say.
Yeah,
Gonna be
absolutely. And I can't wait to get the audience reaction on how the things are going to change and how the improvements are
mhm.
happening.
Yes, I am super excited for it. And we're also going to be more prepared just in case if little kids pop in and do portals that are definitely unnecessary. Were you there that day?
I've heard of these things, but I've never actually seen one happen in front of
Yes.
me. So
Oh
I
my
have
goodness. Let me tell
really
you.
been
Uh
blessed that
yes,
that I have
you
have
missed
managed to
you
avoid all that.
missed you missed out. It was actually during and I feel so bad for Jen Smash's
Oh no!
time. Yes, it was her when
Oh
she was here with
no!
us, and
Oh my!
lovely.
Oh
We here at
my!
QT Gossips, although it is an 18-year-old plus world, we also want to get, we have tweens out there that,
Sure,
don't do
sure.
anything wrong, they're part of the team too. So we don't
That's
mind
right.
them coming to watch because we don't do anything, that's not
Yeah,
we don't do
family friendly. Yeah,
we're
yeah, yeah,
extremely family friendly. Yeah, we're
yeah,
we're
yeah.
maybe PG. Maybe.
We're nice
Maybe.
people. That's
We're
it.
nice people.
Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Miss
But we had a
Queen, Diva does a lot of work with the teens,
yes.
and especially in basically just counseling them on how to be
Mhm.
responsible adults. And that's the idea. You take this group of young people and you mold them into
Two adults.
productive adult
Mhm.
members of society. And she's doing a great
Yes.
job with that.
She's
But
doing
you can't
amazing.
you can't do that unless you're actually interacting and having them in your presence. So that's a good reason why we allow it, but we can't we can't have anybody going trolling and being crazy and
Oh,
doing
yeah.
things that they're
Yeah,
not supposed to be doing.
unfortunately, we did have a troll who decided to put up a portal right in front of Bernina. Bless his heart, he saw way too much that day, let me tell you. Although he might not have been complaining. I'm not sure.
He's scarred for life, I'm sure.
He probably is scared.
Oh,
I know I was
yeah, man.
scarred. I was pretty scared.
Cover his eyes like this.
Yeah. It was. I'm surprised that there's even portals like that, because typically we don't. Meta is
Yep.
typically good about.
You got to use the
know-
rule. You got to use the tools that Meta gives us to report
Mhm.
those things and get those individuals out, because
Of course.
it's absolutely not acceptable in a venue like this.
Yeah, 100%. There are some cases where there are people out there that are actually, once they report them, they will actually message the Oculus headset. And because typically it would go to the admin account, and if they're lucky, the parents are the actual admin account, so they'll report
Right.
them to their parents. So that's what should be happening. But again, there are also some
Absolutely.
parents that use the headset as a babysitter and don't really
Yep.
pay attention.
Yep.
But that's what Diva is actually working with, is with those kids who are being molded to be
Yep.
productive members of society. I can't say
Yeah.
it. My brain is fried.
Absolutely. And she's doing a great job, and for that we're all grateful.
Oh yes, 100%.
So
If it wasn't for her, the world would be a slightly darker place.
yep, exactly.
Mhm.
And that's the idea, so good stuff happening.
100%. But speaking of meta, Mr. Sensei J, do you have any awesome meta news for us today?
I do. So I have three pieces that I want to talk about tonight. The first one is, as we all know, the plaza has closed, right? And a lot of people are very sad about this, because the plaza was, for a lot of us, the first place that we went in Horizon Worlds. You literally, your screen came up and it said, here's where you go, and you went there first,
Yes.
right? And
I
that
remember
was the place.
Yes, I remember trying to jump on the little platforms that switched and moved separate directions.
Yep.
That was very
The plaza was
interesting.
also a place where people could connect and, meet each other, learn about each other, maybe start collaborating, going in and building together and things like that. I've met
Yes.
some of my best friends in Horizon Worlds in the plaza. And then also, the plaza had doors to worlds that were in progress and were being built and were really exciting. And, some of the best worlds I ever visited, I found because there was a door to that world in the plaza. So, it's a sad thing that the plaza's closed. But the good news is that the replacement to the plaza, Horizon Central, is tremendously better world to go into. It has a lot more doors and a lot more connections. It can hold a lot more people and has ways of connecting those people so that they can, get together. And basically, it does what the plaza does. It just does it better. And that's the really good news. So Horizon Central is the new plaza. And I encourage people to go to Horizon Central, search out, find new people who are brand new to Horizon Worlds, because the Horizon Central button is right there on their menu, and that's where they're going to go. And then encourage them to worlds that they would like, and encourage them to become a member of the community. So that's how we grow the platform, is by new members joining all the time. That's the important thing. So any thoughts
for sure.
on the closing of the plaza and the new Horizon Central?
I see it, although that it is very sad for a lot of people, because that's where a lot of people made their actual close connections with friends. I know that Bernita had some very good memories in there, and actually my first memory of meeting Shaggy Bro was in the plaza. I didn't even know it was Bronina. At this point, I was friends with Bronina pretty well. And I'm not sure if he found me in the plaza because I was in there trying to promote for Cinematic Films or what, but he was in there talking, and I started freaking out because there was Shaggy. Shaggy was right there. And it was Bronina. So, I mean, that's a little memory that I had with the plaza. So that's always been a fun little thing for me to to remember, especially one of the things that I also remember is that they're hello Potter twins. Welcome everyone. What is this? Oh, that was weird. Okay.
She's
the
seeing
glitches all over the
things.
place.
I don't know what
am.
she's seeing, but she's seeing. She's
my
seeing
my
things.
arm was literally stuck right here and just hanging in the air. It was so weird. One of the things I actually do remember in the plaza is that there was a balloon that you could ride up in the air and then ride back down. And as we all know, a lot of the kids love to ride that balloon. So a lot of kids like to, no, depending on the age of the kid, they would go in there and they would ride the balloon up and down. And at one point, I wanted to ride the balloon because I don't know if it was an achievement or if there was something there that I just wanted to watch. I don't remember the reason why. But I got on there, and there was a little girl that was actually getting picked on by another little kid. And all I remember is another little kid sticking up for her and being like, "Look, why are you bullying?" They were bullying her because they had the same outfit as another person, and they were making fun of her for it. And I'm like, well, we're all avatars. I mean, I can change into that outfit. Why don't we all change into that outfit? We can all be twinsies, like.
Yeah.
That another little kid actually stuck up for them and ended up becoming friends with the one who was getting bullied, and the whole entire time else was the whole entire rest of the time was those two little kids just running around having fun playing with each other.
Having a
And
good time. Yep.
that's what the plaza did was
that's
bring
what
a
it was
lot of
all
people
about, and that's
together.
what all of Horizon Worlds is all about.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and the good news is that Horizon Central is just as good. It's actually better. It really is a vastly improved meeting space. So that's the first one. Sad news. Last month, Horizon World Tours, which was the king of all the world tours, ended its 3-year run. It was the longest running, consistently week in, week out event that ever has run in Horizon Worlds. Ran for 3 years, and hundreds of people went to Horizon World Tours to see new worlds and experience new things and to make friends and that sort of thing. So it's very sad that it has ended. So that's the sad news. But the good news is that almost a dozen different people have taken up the reins and are now running their own versions of Horizon World Tours. And they are happening weekly. They're happening bi-weekly, monthly. There are several tours that I know of that are happening multiple times per week. And I'm even running a tour on Wednesday nights at 7:30. Wednesday World Hop is called.
Ooh,
Shameless self-plug there. Every Wednesday night, and we go hopping through 3 different worlds with our group. And that's what it's all about. And the idea is we're just connecting people one world at a time. And we are, and there is actually very, very nice is a friend of mine, and he made a world that has this big calendar on it. And it's a weekly calendar. And for every world tour that happens, he has put a door on that calendar in the time and day that it is happening. So you can go in that world and actually see when different tours are happening and by whom, and you can actually travel right to that world where the tour is actually happening. And there's a link to that world, that calendar world, in my Wednesday World Hop World. So, yes, Horizon Worlds has ended. Horizon World Tours has ended. However, there are lots of people who are filling the need of connecting people to each other and to worlds all over the weekly calendar. So it's very exciting. Very exciting.
that is awesome.
Yeah.
Super exciting.
It is. Last but not least, as you know, the media has a tendency to bash Horizon Worlds in general, and most of the articles that are out there are negative articles, and we all know this. I don't have to hash that over. However, this morning, a new article dropped on Deadline.com. Deadline is a major international media corporation about the Soapstone Comedy Club. And it is showing the things that are going on there in the Soapstone Comedy Club. If you go to Deadline.com and find that article, you will find a really well-written, wonderful piece about what's happening here in Horizon Worlds, and specifically at the Soapstone Comedy Club. They also have a little trailer, a YouTube trailer showing some things in there, which I'm very proud to say that I was part of the film crew and the editing crew for that piece. That is on that in that article too. And it is spectacular. I mean, it really paints everything that's happening in Horizon Worlds in a very positive light, and it's just wonderful to see that there are members of the media who understand what we're doing here and what's happening here, and they're buying into that. And it's great to have that affirmation of the positive things that are happening here in Horizon Worlds.
That is awesome, especially with, nowadays, like the whole reason why, again, we even started the QT Gossip podcast was to flip the switch of negative gossip and turning it into positivity. And with the media out there, with the real world, now that you've mentioned the real world, we'll swap it over to the real world news. A lot of media out there is all negative nowadays, especially when you watch the news. Typically nowadays, all you hear is the negative, and it's very disheartening and concerning with what you hear, especially with like anything political or anything.
Yep. I had a friend who worked in the business, and I asked him about that one time. This is way back in the 80s. And he said, listen, we have a policy in the media. If it bleeds, it leads. If it bleeds, it leads. And he said, that's what you got to lead with, is all the negative first, because people want to see that first. And then you end with one positive story, at the end of your newscast. And I'm like, that's terrible. I mean, that's just the worst way to live your life, And I finally, somewhere in the mid-90s, stopped watching the news, because I was like, why do I need that? Why do I need that kind of negativity in my life? Because you get to the point where it's hopeless. You feel like you can't do anything. What can I do, about this? What can I do about pollution? The world level of pollution. I can't do anything, but I can do something about my world of, when it comes to recycling what I have, I can handle my part of the world, and so that's what I focus on. What is possible for me to do in my part of the world, my world, not the world, right? And I'll leave the rest of the world to the rest of the people in the world, But I'm going to do what I can, and I'm going to feel really good about that. And that's what you're doing here with this podcast, flipping the switch to the positive.
Yes, that is definitely something that we are definitely trying to work on. And starting with season 2, my goal is to be able to get enough sponsors to be able to actually do some real life merging from QT Gossips merge into real life. I wanted to be able to take a percentage of whatever we have from any of our sponsors that would like to be able to sponsor, to be able to donate to charities of the audience's choice. So I do remember a few weeks ago that we decided that when we first start this up, the first charity we're going to do is the Autism Foundation that we want to donate to, because it was on Autism Awareness Day.
That's great.
I should say. So I want to be able to give back to not just the Horizon Worlds community, but the real life world community as well. I have some plans of hopefully cleaning out my closet and getting rid of some shoes. To be able to...
We can start a whole charity just for that.
Yeah! You have no idea. You have no clue. Okay.
I have a wife. I have a wife, and she has a lot of shoes. Let me tell you.
I have 1, 2, 3...
Do you like bins of them? Like bins of them?
4 closets in my house.
And you have
every
bins?
Closet.
Your shoes go into bins?
Yeah. Every
that's
closet
how my
is
wife does
full
it.
of clothes or full of shoes. Yeah.
And she has so many. My wife has so many. She can't even find them all. Like, she has a bin of capris, and she can't. We can't find them. And we're getting to summer.
Oh,
no. How's she going to survive without her capris?
I know. She's going to go buy more.
That's what I'm afraid of. So I've been looking everywhere, but I can't find them. I have no idea where they went. And, I'm beginning to wonder if we left them somewhere when we moved,
Uh-oh.
I don't know, because
Might want to
I
check
can't
the
find them
attic.
anywhere. And no, listen, we moved everything, so I've been through all the boxes twice now, and I still can't find the capris. And it's a bin, so it's not even a box. But maybe things got thrown into a box. I don't know, but I've been through every box and every bin, and there are no capris. Oh, the humanity. Oh.
The humanity. You're gonna have to buy another bin because she's gonna end up buying more.
But if we get your shoe collection and we sell them,
Right.
then think of the millions of people that could benefit.
I know. So many. So many people.
Yep.
And Miss Diva's gonna be, helping me with her high heels. Her
She's
designer high
sending them
heels.
to you.
She is gonna be giving me
That's
some.
right.
I'm helping. So
Oh,
we'll
boy.
see how I look good in designer high heels. Oh no, and I've been too broke to ever have designer high heels. So we'll see how well this works.
Ooh, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be
I know.
really cool. Yep.
Imagine me
Yep.
wearing them red. Do they call them red bottom stilettos or whatever? Man,
Yep.
I'll be looking
Oh,
what
yeah.
these
You'll be
kids
high
now call-
class fashion then. boy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I feel I'm old enough to say this, but what do these kids nowadays say? Fly, lit,
Kids these days.
lit. What,
They're-
I don't
you'll
even
be
know
lit.
what they lit, lit.
You be on
I remember.
fleek.
I remember back in high school we had the Harlem Shake and the what is it the mannequin challenge where you have to literally dance to the
Yeah.
song and then pause.
Yes.
We ended up doing that on our senior like night or whatever
Oh.
for some type of video,
Nice.
and it was so stupid. It was so stupid. It was so stupid. I'm sorry. It was
But you
just-
were
it was
on
crazy.
fleek. That's for sure.
I was
You were.
on fleek. I was
That's
fly.
right.
What
That's
they
right.
say.
You were
yes.
fly. Lit.
Fly.
That's right.
Mhm.
And legit. And all
Mhm.
this. Listen, I know I'm older, and so some people when they get older, they don't keep up with the lingo, right?
I know.
But here I am, man. I'm telling you right now, I'm kept up with the lingo, and I am still hip to your jive.
Hip to my jive.
Yep, absolutely. Mhm.
Okay. Did you know? Fun facts. Did you know that some of the texting lingo, they have like YOLO for you only live once or whatever.
Yep.
Some of the texting lingo is now going away and being replaced with newer lingo.
Newer lingo.
Newer lingo. I
Naturally.
heard it on the radio, and I
You
was
listen to
listening
the radio.
Well,
The
the
90s
way-
have called, and they want their
Hey.
technology back.
Hey, let me tell you, the 90s was the best time. Okay, you had the different colored bubble
Radio.
gum that
You still
had
got
like
your-
animal
You got your
print on
CDs
it.
in there?
Okay, yes. Okay, you had the candy that literally looked like Band-Aids, but they weren't Band-Aids, they were gum.
Mhm.
Okay, you
Yep.
had all the good stuff back in the day. You had the tube of candy that looked like just like I don't even know what it was, just in a tube, and you squirt it.
Just listening
spray
to
it
the
out.
radio and your CDs driving down the street.
Yes, I was
Right.
on my way to work. Okay, and I was listening to the radio in my car.
Okay.
Because every car has one.
Oh, yeah.
and
Mm.
I was listening to all these new texting lingos that they had, and I was so confused. I don't remember most of them because I was just baffled. If you don't know that word is, look it up. I was just baffled about the fact that they're coming up with new texting lingo. I think one of them was, you're no longer gonna say ROFL. We're
I'm
on the
not?
floor laughing.
I'm
no,
not
you're
going to
not.
say that, huh?
You're gonna say an emoji instead. You're giving the
Oh, it's
skull
an emoji. Oh,
an
well, that makes
emoji.
it simpler.
They're turning
you know.
into emojis.
They're just
are
doing
now-
emoji now. And an emoji means something.
Yes. Yes.
A whole like
and
a
guess
whole-
what emoji is for that? The skull. Because you're dead laughing.
You're rolling
you're
on
laughing
the
so much you're dead.
floor.
Right? I'm just
You're
like
dead.
I can't.
That's pretty funny. So if somebody tells a joke and you send them a skull back. Okay.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
makes sense.
You gotta stick up to the
Got-
lingo.
Gotta
Since
gotta
it-
be hip to the job. Yeah.
Gotta be hip to the drive.
Yep, that's
Especially in 2024. It's 2024 still, right? I can't even.
right. Yeah, it still is all year long.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep,
It's
all the way
been,
up until next year. Anyway.
It's been
Yep.
a crazy year so far. I can't.
It's only April. It's only May. I mean. It's only
I
May.
know. That's
Jeez.
what's so sad. I am.
We're just getting started here. You know, come on.
Oh my goodness. I am. I don't even know what I am at this point. I'm a duck.
You know, I got to tell you, when I was a kid, one of the assignments that my teacher said was, now that you know how to add and subtract, I want you to calculate how old you're going to be in the year 2000, right? Okay.
much
So I calculated and realized, man, I'm going to be old. You know,
Oh my word.
I'm going to be old in the year 2000. That's
You know
what I'm
what's
going to
funny?
be.
When
right?
the second you said year 2000, you want to know what popped in my head?
Y2K.
No, a
Oh.
Jonas Brothers song.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. See?
You see how old I am
away,
now?
That gives away your age.
Jonas,
Yeah.
before they split up the first time.
Before the first time. Yeah.
Yeah. Even
Yeah,
though
yeah.
it's 3000, not 2000, but it's the same difference. It sounds
Yeah,
the same.
it's
to me.
whatever.
Yeah, it's potato, tomato,
Yeah.
tomato. You know, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I,
sticking up with the the newer craze, can we please talk about Fallout 4?
Talk about what?
Fallout.
Fallout 4.
Well, Fallout in general, I should say.
Okay.
The new crazy TV show of Fallout just came out. Or not just came out, but has come out. I think it's on, I don't remember what it's on. It's either on Netflix, on Hulu, it's on some. It's on some. But there is a TV show. Do you know what Fallout 4 or Fallout in general is? It's a video game, right?
I know
You
it might
that?
look like I'm drinking. I am.
He's looking it up. Oh, you're drinking.
Mm-mm.
Okay, yeah,
Mm.
okay.
No, I'm just grabbing water. I don't.
Okay.
No, I've never seen it.
You never played Fallout?
Oh, no.
It's a
No,
game.
actually, I haven't. Listen, I was an adult when this came out. I had a job.
Oh, okay, well, blow me down. Okay, my bad.
I couldn't.
You know,
I
after
was running
the
a
show,
full-time business, man. I didn't
we
have time
gotta
to play video games.
we gotta hook you up with some Fallout, because let me tell you, that game is actually very, very fun.
I'm making up for it. I mean, I am in Horizon Worlds now, and I do go
That is
around and
true.
play games now, which I never
That is
did
true.
before. So, I'm trying.
That is
I'm
true.
trying.
And I'm pretty sure Bronina's heard of Fallout. Am I right? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
You got super excited. That's what I'm talking about.
Young crowd. Listen, I grew up
Fallout.
with an Atari 2600, man. I was playing Pong and Space Invaders and,
Space Invaders.
you know,
Pew, 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 pew.
Pac-Man and stuff. Yeah, that's my generation.
Did you try to have to save Princess Peach from the top of the tower from the?
That was after my generation, but yeah,
Oh, okay.
ultimately that came along, but that was after I was already, again, I was an adult by the time that stuff came out.
What was your favorite game back in the day?
Back in the day? Oh, Asteroids.
Asteroids. Okay.
Asteroids.
Okay.
That was like, we're talking 70s now. I mean,
Okay.
because I'm old. Listen, I graduated from college in 1980s. So I'm an old man.
You are not old. Stop it.
Yeah. What
You
did you say?
were. Oh,
Young
yeah.
whippersnapper. When I was a young whippersnapper, Apple was a fruit, not a company. And we was grateful for it. I'm drinking more water. When I was a young whippersnapper, we had 9 planets, and I was grateful for it. Really?
Oh my goodness, I can't even with you. We need to get you hooked up on some Fallout and
Yeah.
to have you play it at least once for an hour or so. Can you work a PC? Can you? I'm
Can
assuming
I
you
work a PC?
Can you work a PC?
Yes, I can work a PC.
Okay, then we're good to go. We'll get you some Fallout. We'll make you play it for an hour or so.
That's an
Get you-
insulting
get
question,
you-
man.
Get
Can I
you
work a
used
PC?
to some keyboards and the
Alright.
the jive of the keyboard.
Alright,
Although
alright.
I played it on PlayStation 4, That's where I played it, but now I'm a PCer, so I have to play it on PC. But it's a really good game. It's basically you are, and I'm not sure if anyone else feel this way. Like whoever also watched the movie, now you want to go buy a fallout shelter just to be prepared, just in case, because you never know what's gonna happen. But basically it's like the 70s or 80s themed, but it's the retro 70s, retro 80s. So you have robots, you have the stuff, but they're dressed like 70s and 80s. I think that's the time era. But they're preparing themselves for nuclear disaster, and a lot of people don't believe in it, but it actually happens. So they end up, only certain people go to different fallout shelters, and there's different ones, and each fallout shelter has a different project or a different thing that's going on with those people in that fallout shelter. It's like they're like little guinea pigs. And so basically there's a TV show that came out, and they remade a TV show, or they made a TV show based off of Fallout, and a lot of people are saying it was based off of Fallout 4. Now, I'm not sure what anyone else thinks. Me personally, I think it is based more off of Fallout 4, but that's only because I've only played Fallout 4. I've never really played any other ones, but I see a lot of Fallout 4 in this game, or in this movie. And
so because there's a Fallout 4, there's a Fallout 3 and 2 and 1?
You know what? I believe so, but I'm
and
not
maybe 0.
They're all named differently. Like one's Fallout New Vegas. They're named.
Oh, and then Fallout Vegas.
Yeah. You gotta go to Vegas. Get the little peep shows.
Is that the goal of the game?
I really have no clue. From what I saw from others playing it, that's most of them what they want to go watch is the shows.
Okay.
But there's also a lot of people have noticed that there's a lot of hidden things in the game. And the game apparently is being updated. If you have like the PC version or anything like that, they're updating it with more Easter eggs because of the movie, or TV show. I keep calling it a movie. But the new TV show for Fallout. Hello, welcome. The new TV show for Fallout is actually really, really good.
Okay.
I mean, I liked it a lot. I binged it in one day while I was working.
Oh, jeez. I'm glad to hear you're working hard.
Well, I mean, at this time it was actually kind of dead, so I don't typically watch TV or do anything while I'm working, but at this point it was completely dead, and
I'm watching TV right now.
Look at you. You do multitasker over here. Can't even.
I got a basketball game on.
Of course, it would be a basketball game.
Just kidding. I'm not a basketball guy.
And a lot of people may know, but looking at the videos that I do for the promotional worlds, I suck at basketball.
Okay.
Even in here.
You got to use the 100% accurate.
Yeah.
You
Even
throw it
with
behind
that
you and
one,
it still goes in.
even with that one, it's like me playing bowling on Wii. It just, it doesn't.
Wait, you play on the Wii?
I used to. I never owned a Wii. Okay, I never owned a Wii. But
the 90s have called and they want their video games.
Oh my goodness! Okay. You know what, sir? I was born in the 90s. Okay, the 90s are the best era. I'm just saying. Although I do feel like nowadays, right? Thank you. I do feel like nowadays, though, I was born in the wrong era. I feel like I need to be born earlier because now I feel like
the 90s were your time. It sounds like.
Yes,
yeah.
I love the 90s.
CDs,
the 90s,
radios,
yes. the music,
the music. Oh wow.
Half the music back then, when my parents would never let me listen to it because it had something vulgar in it back then. But nowadays, everyone listens to it because it's nothing like it means now, and it's just.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
I'm with that.
I'm pretty sure "Eye of the Tiger" might be one of them.
Oh man. That's a great song.
Yeah, I'm not sure when it actually came out, but I remember. Oh no, a really good one that I was not, which you would appreciate. Kung Fu Fighting. Everybody wants Kung Fu Fighting.
Yeah, that's a 1973 song though, so that goes way back.
It was I used to sing it all the time in the car, and my parents hated it, and they never let me listen to it again.
And they banned you from ever singing.
They did. I would literally scream "Hey yeah" every single time that song came on, and yes, yeah, exactly.
Yep. Nice.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
good times.
Bet
good
they didn't
times.
let you do karate. Yeah.
No. I did
Gee, I don't
literally
know why.
everything else but karate. I've been in gymnastics, jazz, tap. I've been in everything. If you know a dance team, I've been on it.
Yeah. Good for you.
Yeah.
Well, karate's the dance team. It's just dance of pain.
See, I now and yeah.
Mhm.
I wouldn't mind doing karate.
I
Us
believe
women
that.
need to defend ourselves.
Yeah.
Mhm.
From
But I also have a gun, so that's also a
well,
thing.
that
so.
it's a lot easier to use and cheaper
It
and more
is.
effective.
It is,
Than
mhm.
karate lessons.
It's kind of funny because whenever anyone ever thinks of women having a gun, oh, do you know how to handle that, dude? Let me
Oh, yeah.
tell you, I can be blindfolded,
Oh, yeah.
upside down, backwards, and shoot and get my target if I want to. Let me tell you, I know.
That's
how to shoot,
fantastic.
so,
Good for you. Good for you.
Yeah. But on a positive note,
That
I
is
think
a positive note.
it is a positive note because defending ourselves, that is
Defending-
positive right there.
Yep. I'm a victim's rights advocate all the way. So
Mhm, mhm.
anytime.
But
the
when I
victims
play
can turn the
Fallout, I
tables.
can't shoot for shit. Let me just.
Oh,
tell
that's
ya.
never good.
When we play Fallout, I can't. I suck. The gun is not real. Okay, I can't. And the game, it's not even an actual gun. It's a gun that shoots trash. It's just random trash. Because back, during the explosion, everything's destroyed, so you don't have bullets. They have a lot of trash though laying around, so they made I forget what it's called, some type of trash gun. But you can shoot trash at people, and I just suck at it. I'm not the best. I'm not the best.
Okay. And this is a fun game?
Yes, it's fun. It is.
Okay, just
It
checking.
is fun.
Just checking. All
You,
right,
you
all right,
know
cool.
what? You gotta look it up and check it out.
Okay,
And then
I will.
after you play
I'm gonna
an
write
hour
it down
or so,
on my notepad piece of
Yes,
paper
see?
here with a pencil.
See, now with
No.
Fallout wants me to be the promotional girl and get people to look. I
Are
got
you
you
getting
another
paid?
person right here.
Are you
No,
getting paid?
I wish I was getting paid. Let me tell you. Can you imagine
How much
me
money
being on
would
the-
you have made if you got paid?
You know what? A girl can dream. I wish it'd be a lot.
You get $1 for every person you bring to the. bring to
Okay.
the- to the
So
game.
guys,
You
listen.
probably won $3 by now, especially with your sales pitch. I'm
I
terrible at
know.
this game. You shoot trash at each other.
Okay,
It's
well,
great.
how about this game? You tell me something. You tell me something to promote. Something random. Okay, let's play a game.
Something random to
Something
promote?
random to promote to try to get you to buy.
You want? Wait, are you like a natural born salesperson? Is that what
I
you're
don't know.
calling
We're about to find out now. Let me tell you. Let's go.
All right. Sell me a karate lesson. I'm
A
ready.
karate lesson.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm ready. I don't know anything about it.
All right. Have you ever walked in an alley in the middle of the night? Have you ever
No.
been scared? Has anyone? You haven't? Well, I have.
Not
Let me
recently.
tell you. Let me tell you, it's been a scary. It's scary. It's very scary, especially when you're all by yourself and you're in an alley and all you hear is trash pandas in the trash cans making noise, and you think it's a bad person. And then you start walking up, you see some light, but then boom, someone comes up. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
What should I do? Tell
You
me.
should do karate. That's what you should do.
That's
But you know how you're gonna
fantastic.
do karate? You know how you're gonna do karate? By
How?
going to class.
Really good.
You can't learn it by yourself.
You
Do
got
you
a
want to
book?
know where you can go to the best class?
Where?
I don't know. What's your school? What was your school? I have no clue. I have no clue. Whatever Sensei J's school is. You know what? I Am I
That's
selling
good.
it yet?
That's real good
What?
sales pitch.
Okay. See,
I
I could
don't
be
know.
a salesperson. I think I could do it. I think I can do it.
That's good.
As a matter of fact,
That's
I
good.
know I can do it.
That's
I
good.
know I
No, you followed the right. You probably don't know this, but I have a degree in marketing. And you definitely follow the steps. You start with the pain points, right? And then
Being scared in an alley getting chased by
yep,
trash pandas.
those are the pain points, and then you fill in the benefits, and then you show the features, and that's beautiful. You did it just like
Oh,
you're supposed
see?
to.
Are you going to
Yep.
pay me for that?
Impressive. Yep. Miss Queen has it taken care of for you.
Oh,
Next time you
so I
see
have-
her, tell her
oh.
that I said to go ahead and write the check.
Okay. Let me get right on that.
Yeah,
Let me
yeah,
just-
yeah. Send the shoes, the red shoes.
Send the shoes. With the red bottoms. Yes. Oh my goodness. Well, Sensei, thank you so much for being a part of the show, and we are so excited to have you a part of it now. And for season 2, it's going to be wild. Our guests for next week, next month, all
So
of our
excited.
guests that are coming up,
So exciting.
very, very just like previous guests, but these next ones are super, super, what you would say meta famous.
Yep.
So I am super excited to have them aboard and to promote what they would like to promote
Yep. And
um,
flipping the switch
and
to
flipping
the
that
positive
switch
all
to
the
the
time.
positive. Super excited for it. So at this point, Sensei, go ahead and close us off where people can find you if they want to talk to you.
Oh, find me on Facebook at Sensei_J, and you can see all the things that I'm doing and all the things that are going on in Horizon Worlds as well.
That is awesome. And we have Baronina CRS right over here. You can look him up on Instagram, check out his promotional stuff. Definitely check it out because everything that he's been doing is nothing but positive, and that's what we need nowadays. Actually, I've never ever seen Baronina mad. I've never seen. Well, maybe
That's
I may
great.
have seen him mad when he was defending someone because they were probably getting bullied or something, and he would get mad at
Mhm.
that because he's a genuine person. Like, he is a pure, genuine person. So I've never seen Bernina get mad, and that is what we need nowadays in this world. We need that type of positivity. So definitely go check him out.
Absolutely.
And I am Miss Queen. You can check me out on Instagram, just like the name on here, as well as my YouTube channels with the same name on here. That's linked to Queen Royalties Productions that promotes all of the world spotlights we do here on the show, as well as the Queen's Talk Gossip channel where you can watch all of our awesome episodes. Stay tuned because next week, our guest for next week is super, super big. I am so excited. This place is going to be packed, let me tell you. So definitely come on by, take a look at it, and we hope to see you next week.
Thank you for joining us today here at QT Gossip Podcast for the best of the best info around. Join us again every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or watch our live stream. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And remember, as we close the mic, open your minds to new horizons and the door to countless possibilities. Until next time, keep chasing your dream.